Coach K and John A. You know that it's working, but don't forget about Coach Derwin. Okay.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extra Step. You're here with Coach Derwin and
Coach K.
What's up, Coach? How are you today?
Bless.
So today we're gonna discuss some bubble talk with the NBA Power Rankings. Coach, what do you think of them? Top 5 right now. What is top 5 NBA Power Rankings?
So NBA.com came out with it today. We got the Lakers at number 1.
After the Raptors.
And Milwaukee at number 2. And then we have the
Nets.
Raptors at number 3. And then we have the Clippers 4, and then Boston 5, which has really impressed me to have Boston at 5. But
Boston's been putting in the work. And they got Houston at 6. We just mentioned Houston at 6.
Yeah, and that I get, and then I think
they've been putting in a lot
7.
of work too.
So out of those top 5 teams, man, like what team are you most impressed with?
To be honest, it's probably Boston. I can't lie, because of they're so young, but yet they have that veteran presence. But that small ball, like sometimes it kills them and sometimes it doesn't. Now you see how Jason Tatum is developing. I think that's a sky's limit. But my thing is Jaylen Brown. When Jaylen Brown hits, and he's starting to, you see the shots he's hitting, the defense he plays. When he hits that ceiling, that's when Boston will take that next step. Now that might not be for a couple of years, but right now at least they're doing a lot of work and it's very impressive. As much as I hate Boston, and I have to, Brad Stevens is still one of the best coaches of all time.
He puts in a lot of work as a coach, and you can just see the mindset they have as a culture. Like Boston is that next young up and coming contender for the next, I think, 5 to 6 years.
Oh, maybe a decade. I think they replaced what the Paul Pierce era was like.
It's the Jason Tatum era.
Yeah, it's the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
That's who runs it right
exactly.
now. He is the new champ. He's the boss.
And until they have to give Jason Tatum their money, which is this season, I would think that they would have financial stability. But after that, I don't know how long Kemba will stay for the 5 years, 10 years, whatever.
I think Kemba will stay long, man.
I think he'll play out his contract, but I know how Boston moves. They look to.
When I look at Boston, I see like an early version of Toronto. If Toronto did it right from the start.
Well, yeah,
right.
But Jason Tatum's a different.
I feel
he's
you.
He's a different.
But like
breed.
Kemba brings that same leadership that Kyle Lowry brings, that experienced leadership. That hey, like, I can put you guys on my shoulders. We'll be good. Right, and Jason Tatum brings that superstar status that you need.
Yeah, no.
Jaylen Brown brings that third star that can drop.
No, but I think personally, I think Kemba should take that second or third star role and let Jaylen Brown. But that's going to be development.
That's due time, right? I think one team that I'm really impressed with, and I'm not going to say Lakers because I know everyone would expect me to say LeBron, and I've been decently impressed defensively with them, but the Raptors, like honestly, like 2-0 to start off the bubble.
It has to be.
And just the way they're working on defense and on offense, like Freddie,
they're
36
they're
points.
They're making other teams look bad. Now, I have a backstory on this. From Freddie. So the last time Miami faced Toronto was in Miami. That night, Miami ran a bunch of zone on them, and like they just all had a bad shooting night. But the two that really had a bad shooting night was Kyle and Freddie. Right. And apparently during the game, words are exchanged, your hype. Duncan Robinson, who's also an undrafted player, apparently went at Freddie. And Freddie said, "You'll see next time." And this was the next time. So if Freddie's gonna put up numbers like this and talk like this, bro, we gotta sign him to the max. Like, I know it would be nice to get Giannis. I would love for him, but if we could sign all 3 of those guys, Jesus.
No, I understand. I think you can sign Freddie to that good close to max.
Maybe like what?
Just Kyle Lowry on a discount. Yeah. I've been preaching this. Masai knows what he's doing. His discount is I give Lowry that $20 million plus contract now for the 1 year, $30 million, right? And then when he comes a free agent, give him a 5-year contract that's a discount. You get Freddie to the close to max that he needs, but a 5-year contract as well to guarantee long-term stability. But and then you can get if you have enough money for Giannis, you're just gonna have to give it to some other pieces.
Well,
you have a deepest team.
Mark and Serge.
The reality is, you're still gonna have some guys there that you can get Terrence Davis on a cheap deal. Like I know teams are gonna want him.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But like
it's up to him.
It's up to him. And I say this when you're doing one in the system, and you know they could give you a good contract long term, you're gonna take it.
No, I would disagree. There's a lot of players that have been good in one system and then said, no, I'd rather take the money.
Of course.
I'll look at Bismack. Like, I know the money wise was the magic for offering that stupid ass deal, 4-year, $18 million deal for a player that would not do any of that.
Yeah.
But regardless, he was playing almost at an all-star level, shot blocking, defense, like the way he possessed the Raptors defense the year that they went to the conference finals with DeRozan. Yet he took the money because he said, yo, this is my only time to cash in. And I don't disrespect that, but I know with TD, he's also looking at an opportunity where he'll grow here. But I don't know about you, I personally see him being a superstar. Not just a star.
Yeah.
Like a guy who will carry a team, a franchise, to that next level.
I think he's the next, like, I wouldn't say Norman Powell.
If he gets those minutes.
They would probably give him the 2. He's like a
type
player that fits that system, so it'll work. But when it gets to that point, I know the Raptors will figure it out. What I wanted to really talk about today was also, even though we got our top 5, like, what team you think is either disrespected or a team that could be on the rise?
You're really gonna start with this Houston shit?
Bro,
I know I always they're
in 6. They're in 6. That's disrespectful. Like they should be in the top 5.
What?
Maybe even look at the 2 games they played so far. Just as an example, they were down in both of those games. We watched one of those together, Dallas and Houston.
Okay.
You see, Luka was balling that game, bro. Porzingis was having a good game. And what did Houston do? They ran with their small ball lineup, took them to overtime. Boom. That veteran presence is always going to kill younger teams. If they have to face, I don't know what standings, whatever the case is. If they end up facing Dallas or Memphis or one of the young teams early in the first round, and then second round, we'll see. Right now, it looks like it because of the way they're playing basketball. It's not because Russ is this and James Harden. They both have their style. It's how they're playing as a group. As a team,
listen.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying. As a team, they're doing decent. No, but as a team, they rely on James Harden and Westbrook.
Okay. You say that about any team,
and that's fine. That's fine. I get that. I'm just saying, after what games I watched, what I've seen from that team, they're not top 5. They stay in it defensively, barely. Offensively, they have their bloody streak.
That's it.
And then they not just lose their last game. Who did they lose to?
They've won their last game. Check who they lost to. I don't remember.
They lost their last game to Portland.
Barely.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Portland's supposed to be a bottom feeder team.
Stop
Why they're only a top 5 team? They had a lead on them, and then Portland kept coming at them.
Portland's nice.
David Lillard clearly has a number on Westbrook, though.
Yeah, we've known that. We've known that.
So how can you be a top 5 team?
Okay, but then that's different. If the man has a number on you, I'm sorry. Like every time they face off, now he has a number.
Listen, Portland's more of a top 5 team than Houston.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
but I'm not gonna disrespect Houston because they are still winning. They are still gonna make playoffs, and they look like they're gonna make it past first, at least second round.
Yeah, no, listen, they're still good, but I'm just saying that they simply do not have the talent to be a top 5 team in this league. It's not happening. Because Boston would beat them. Like you're talking about them pretty much hopping over Boston or the Clippers.
They did beat Boston in the regular season.
Yeah, but given a 7-game series, you know who's winning that. Boston.
Because there's a different coaching. I'm sorry.
D'Antoni is a goof too.
No.
He's a big goofy goof.
He did his best. He's doing his best.
No. This is probably his best year coaching.
Exactly.
But that's why I'd rather take him over Mike Budenholzer or even over what was the other team that took the coaching?
Billy Donovan. No,
I would take him over.
No, I would take Billy Donovan. I'm sorry, Billy Donovan.
Well, OKC's different. OKC versus the Rockets is a different scenario.
Honestly, OKC's nice this year too, so I can't lie.
Yeah, they're a team I think that's disrespectful. I think they're a top 5 team just based on depth and based on their coaching, right?
I know they haven't come out the gate the best, but
Like they have the 6-man a year on their roster.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Dennis is winning that. There's no doubt about it.
But
without Dennis, you're not that offensively gifted as a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What team are you disappointed with most so far? In terms of
I was gonna say Memphis in the beginning, but then once the injury happened, you could see it. They just for a young team, they just didn't come out with that energy that. The 8 games, you see Portland, even in the scrimmage games, they took that shit seriously. So you knew when the season started, they were gonna come out the gate, and unfortunately Memphis didn't match that, and now with Jaren Jackson Jr. hurt, it's gonna hurt them. Yeah. We'll see what else.
Yeah, no, a team I'd say the Pelicans have been inconsistent. What they're doing, Zion disappointed me. I would say even It's not much. Most teams.
Well, the Kings are the Kings.
Yeah, the
Phoenix had a good win the other day.
It's Luke Walton.
Yeah.
He's a goof.
He's a goof.
Oh
bro,
my
you
gosh,
have Buddy Hield as your sixth man. Stop. Go home. Just go home.
Before we cut this, is one thing the NBA fans said. You have the best 3-point shooter in the league. What are you doing? That's Luke Walton. Every time I hear his name, that's what I think.
Just that, extra step, with extra reps, extra tight, they extra next.